We stayed at the Keys Hotel before and after our climb of Mount Kilimanjaro. It was relatively comfortable and equipped. On good days, it even had Wi-Fi in the lobby. The restaurant and bar was stately and included a nice patio near the wood-burning stove. Although there were also traditional rooms, we stayed in a unique bungalow behind the main building.
Well, we finally arrived in Tanzania. We're in Moshi. This is Monday morning, and we had a 24-hour flight from the U.S. We got in on time, but we had to wait quite a long time, 3 different lines, trying to get our visa. And then once we got out, we were happy to see the folks from our outfitter were there to pick us up with signs with our names on them. But unfortunately, there were some other folks that we were waiting on for a good hour and a half because their bags had been lost. And so we didn't get out of the airport until about 10 o'clock, I think. And then we got into the hotel here last night about 11 o'clock. We got a little bit of bite to eat, and it wasn't until after midnight last night that we got to our room, and I had a rather fitful sleep. Hard to get to sleep and hard to stay asleep once I got asleep, and lots of strange noises and things that oftentimes happen when you come to a new place. I haven't seen Brother Pat this morning. He got up before I did. Already took off. But I'll give you a quick look around our little bungalow that we are in. So these are the 2 beds right here that have the mosquito nets on, and it's a little round building. Pretty nice, actually. It's got everything that we need. It's got a little metal roof on the top. It's places you can see it's kind of open air there, here and there. It's got a nice bathroom. It's got all the things that you need. It's got a real nice shower, hot water. That's not always the case. Places like this. So I'm real pleased with the bathroom facilities. We end up moving to a different place tonight because there's a little air conditioner over here that wasn't working, and it was quite warm in the evening when we arrived.
There was a pool and some neighbors with some noisy chickens and other birds and colorful plants which dotted the area. This day was a day of rest, so we ate breakfast and prepared to explore the town. But the first sight of monstrous Kilimanjaro put fear and awe in our hearts. More than one person exclaimed in disbelief, "Oh, we're going to climb that?" It was about a 10-minute walk into town, where we saw a number of sights, visited the market, and ate lunch. just arrived in Tanzania last night. How was your first night here?
Well, first night wasn't bad. We slept in a little round room, a bungalow. It looks like the old thatched huts that people had here, but it's made out of concrete and a tin roof. But I slept not bad. I tossed and turned quite a bit, but we all slept under these mosquito nets. So if you look overhead, and maybe Brother Kerry can zoom up and look at how these things work, but these unfold, and they're just one giant circular cloth, and you unwrap them around your bed and tuck them in all four corners so you're in a tent, and this thing stays up high, and you sleep under there. It was my first experience in a mosquito netting. I might have been when I was a kid, but not officially like this. Anyway, it worked pretty well. It seemed like I never slept more than 40 minutes or an hour, but I didn't wake up until 5:30. We got to bed about midnight because we got here late. A bunch of people in our party checked the luggage and didn't make it from Amsterdam. So now they're hunting around for things to hike with today. And the next flight from Amsterdam didn't show up until tonight at 7. And some of the people left today, so they didn't. I don't know how they're going to handle it. I guess they get loaner clothes. Anyway, slept pretty well. That's the story of last night.
So you see any mosquitoes?
I saw one mosquito at the airport. I got him, of course. He was a goner. And I don't think I've seen any more. I don't remember seeing it here in the room. Brother Kerry said he saw one flying around in this room, but I didn't see it.
So do you feel threatened by the mosquitoes?
I'm not threatened yet, but I took a nap a while ago, completely unprotected. Didn't have mosquito netting down, so Brother Kerry was in the room. I was going to rely on him to protect me from the man-eater.
So how's your day been today? What'd you do?
Well, today was pretty good. I woke up early. Woke up at 5:30. Got out of bed a little after 6. Put on my clothes and went up to the breakfast place. And yesterday I couldn't get the wireless to work, so I rebooted my phone, and sure enough the wireless came on. I went to the breakfast room, and there's nobody in there. I couldn't figure out why. I found some coffee. So I brought the coffee out in the little patio outdoors and drank coffee and fulfilled my addiction to the smartphone. And later I found out that I was there before 7, and the official opening time was 7. That's why nobody was in there. But it worked pretty well. Kerry finally showed up later, got a shower. I came back, got a shower, then we went downtown. One of the ladies in our party wanted to go with us, so we went down and hunted around for stuff.
So what town are you talking about?
Oh, we're in Moshi. So we walked probably 3/4 of a mile down towards town, all dirt curbs and streets, and only came close to getting hit maybe once or twice on traffic circles. So everything was pretty much of a third world sort of environment. Streets were okay. Sidewalks was miserable. A lot of dirt. People were sweeping the dirt to keep it clean. People had their wares out on the dirt sometimes, or odd places all stacked around in pretty much in anarchy kind of way. So that's what we did today. Came back. I took a nap. And probably the one thing I did find though is we were walking downtown. We kept seeing these signs for Tusker beer. And it's named Tusker because of elephant tusk. And as you know, there are a lot of, we're right next to Nairobi Reservation, and there's a game preserve where all the elephants are. Brother Kerry said there are herds of them over there running around. So sure enough, came back to the bar today and got one of these great Tusker beers. And you can see it's a pretty good sized bottle. It's a ½ liter. And Brother Kerry may be able to zoom in on the label, and you can see the great little elephant tusk on it. Mm-hmm. So this is Tusker beer, and I'll just let you know how good it is. Cold, wet, it's just great beer after a long dusty day walking down to downtown Moshi.
When we were down at Moshi, it looked like you had made a new friend there. There was a guy following you around. I took some video earlier of you. Who was that guy?
Well, as you go downtown, you might expect that we don't quite fit in here. We probably look like tourists. I forget Brother Kerry said there's a name that we look like, equivalent to be called a honky or
Marungu.
What is it?
Marungu.
We were Marungus. So all these guys start coming around and want to know where we're from, being our buddies, and try to help out. And they're after something ultimately, but they were selling little wristbands that's supposed to be made from here. Hard to tell where they come from. And that's what they were doing. They're all hanging around. Brother Kerry had one guy hanging around him probably for 3/4 of an hour all over town. I was trying to be helpful and sell something and guide him somewhere.
That afternoon, we explored the neighborhood near the hotel. And along the way, Brother Pat took a professional interest in a manhole cover that we discovered on a dusty street. School had let out, so we encountered a number of children on their way home. We also befriended a man on his way home from work who expressed his measure of success as providing food for his family and paying for his children's education. We returned to our hotel for dinner when Keely decided to reveal her often cloudy face. She wasn't going away, reminding us that tomorrow would begin a journey we would never forget.